guys.
Hey, so we were tagged by a couple channels actually to give 5 reasons why we homestead. So real quick, I want to go over the channels that tagged us. The first channel that I saw that tagged us was Kinfolk Farm of Georgia. Shane down there, we've been watching him for about 4 or 5 months, and we just really enjoy his videos. He gets his grandkids involved and his kids involved, and just down there in Georgia, it looks like he just has a blast and does a lot of interesting stuff. He does a lot of bees, a lot of homesteading, grows a lot of fruit and fruit trees and things like that. So definitely go check them out. And then the Wright family farm, which is a new channel to the Wright farms. But they're a young family that is starting out. I think they just recently actually just purchased some bare land to start their homestead, so they're going to kind of be starting from scratch. And they're fairly new on YouTube, so they've just started up. So definitely go check those 2 channels out. They're friends of ours, and we really do like watching their stuff. So that is how we started with this, and we'll get to who we're tagging at the end. But
and we do have a video we just put out. Well, we put out a little while back about why we.
I think it's country. Why
we chose the country.
Yeah, why we choose.
So some of these might overlap, but check out that video too.
Yeah, definitely take a look at that video. The first reason I think for us, these are in no really particular order. They don't really rank, but reason number 5, we're going to start from 5, is growing our own food. Growing food that we know is good for our family, and it's the freshest possible food we can have. So we really enjoy that. Jesse likes getting out in the garden every day in the spring and summer, and I really like helping with the planting and that, and anything else I can do. You're all right, buddy. So that's our number 5 reason. Jesse, you got anything to add about the garden and growing food?
I like, with all the recalls that have been happening, that we don't have to worry about that with the stuff that we provide here on our farm, eggs and vegetables and stuff. We know that it's safe and that we've done the best that we can with it, and that it's healthy for us.
Reason
number 4.
Number 4 is the challenges of it and the opportunities that we get to learn that homesteading offers. We're constantly thinking, how can we be more sustainable? What can we add to our repertoire or our homestead that we, number 1, like, number 2, that we want to grow, and number 2, what can we responsibly do? You know, we don't have the acreage to go grow all of our own red meat. You know, we can't go put, you know, a side of beef out there and raise that. We just don't have the acreage right now. But what can we responsibly add to our freezer, to our larder, to grow, and then the challenges of that, and that is something that I think that's reason number 4 for us.
Yeah, and even, you know, if we try something and it doesn't work, at least we were able to try it.
Yeah.
Whereas when we lived in the city, we couldn't do anything. So.
Yeah, and I think
nice.
an example of that would be our quail. We've started on quail, and they have not been the easiest thing for us to raise, and you know, we're not done. We're going to try to perfect that. We're going to see if they will do better for us in the spring. But there are successes and failures, and I think me and Jesse need that to be challenged, or we like that to be challenged. Reason number 3, which we talked a lot about this in our other video about why we chose the country. It's the freedom. That's by far, that's something that we definitely really enjoy. Just the freedom to be able to walk out our back door, our front door, or whatever, and we can holler, hoot, whatever, and nobody really nobody's really going to care. I mean, if we get too loud, the neighbors might come over and check on us, but for the most part, we just have the freedom to do what we want. Nobody tells us what we can plant, what we can't plant, you know, whether we can have a rooster or not, what we can build. Right? The freedom that homesteading offers you, again, it's not just about doing what you want to do, but there's just this sense of freedom of, hey, I can grow my own food and I can do this with my property, and if you see value in it as you, the homesteader, I think that's important.
And along with homeschooling too, I really like that we're able to enjoy being outdoors, and we have all this nature around us, and the animals, and the kids can learn from every single opportunity that we have out here, every single experience, and they can participate in that and learn from that. And it's not just textbooks, it's not just class time, but it's everything. It's a very full kind of life that we are able to live out here.
Reason number 2 is going to be our animals. The ability to raise animals, either for egg production or meat. That is something that we have. That's something I had a taste of when I was younger. My parents did some of that, and I really always wanted to do that. I enjoy animals. I enjoy the planning and the taking care of animals and how to, you know, it's just something that's really has always been an interesting part, or interesting to me, I guess, is what I will say about that. And then we didn't have that ability where we came from. So.
And it's neat to see your animals grow, even if they're going to be used for food. It's neat to see the process of them growing and the changes that come with that, and being able to learn from experience instead of just reading about it.
Now, this doesn't necessarily mean the number one reason, but
One that we like a lot.
It's one that we do like a lot, and that is the solitude. We have one neighbor directly across the street. Their house is probably 200, 300 yards away from us. They are great neighbors. We're like-minded. We lucked out on neighbors. We feel very fortunate to have the neighbors that we do. No sirens, you know, and that was a common place. It was, the stars are brighter out here. It's different, and that's something we really enjoy on our homestead.
Peace and quiet.
We've gone out. I mean, we've gone out at night. Me and Jesse and them just sat on the deck and looked at the stars, and we had other reasons for being out there.
We were hunting possums.
Yeah, we were trying to rid ourselves of a predator issue, but that is something that we've really come to enjoy since we've been homesteading. So
we saw the meteor shower.
We watched the meteor shower. Yeah, that was awesome. So
that's our 5 reasons.
That's our 5 reasons. They're in no particular order. We didn't really rate them. We just said, hey, let's come up with 5 reasons that we may have not covered in some of our other videos, because we've kind of had videos like this in the past, but we thought, hey, this is a fun idea, and we really like to collaborate, get tagged, and things like that with other channels. So we're gonna tag 2 channels, and we have met one of these channels. The other channel we've been watching for a while, off and on, and they recently just relocated to Missouri. And that is the Grateful Sunites, and I think they're in southern Missouri, part of southern Missouri, and they're kind of getting their homestead started back up and everything like that. So go check that channel out. We're going to tag them. Give us your 5 reasons. And then the other channel are actually pretty close to us. They're neighbors. We would call them neighbors, and that's the Neals homestead, and they do a lot of. They were, up until this summer, they were doing a lot of market gardening and things like that, and now they have kind of stepped away from that, and they're just doing a lot more homesteading. They raise ducks. Jeanette does a lot of cooking videos and things like that. So go check that that channel out, and hopefully they'll give us their 5 reasons on why they homestead. And yeah, so
Hope you enjoyed that.
yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Just a quick look into some of the reasons why, the 5 reasons why we homestead. And we just want to wish everybody a happy new year, and we'll see you next time. We're out.